Hi, my name is Deem. I talk about science and history and whatever else comes to my mind while drawing my OCs. And today I'll be playing Unprompted. It's basically a kind of exercise, brain exercise, where you get a topic, do deep research on it, and you speak for a set amount of time. And you get to choose how much time you set for speaking as well as how much time you set for research, but both are timed. And so I chose 30 minutes research and 5 minutes speaking. And the challenge I did for myself was only using Google Scholar for sources or websites. And so, of course, no ChatGPT or any AI. And I think it turned out pretty well, but it could have been better for a first try, honestly. So my topic was costly signaling. So the definition is that it proposes that animals, including humans, may send honest signals about desirable personal characteristics and costly biological resources in a way that is difficult to fake. And the theory states that an individual gains social recognition and preferential treatment in their group and better reproductive benefits. So it's basically done in a way that's difficult to fake, and basically it connects to altruism, which is it's when an organism that is engaged in behavior that came in a great personal cost and seemed to solely benefit other individuals. And so it was pretty difficult for early evolutionists to explain, because they believed that doing this kind of selfless behavior often didn't align with they didn't believe that it aligned with how evolutionarily people were supposed to behave. And so they believed it could be done for an anticipated future reward or the same kind of reciprocated altruism. And so this is only useful for the recipients of those signals to an extent that the signal comes from a trustworthy individual. So for example, if I came home from a very tired day and I believed that my friend or my roommate had brought me food and they hadn't, so that would have been me believing a false signal, and that would have led to me staying hungry for the rest of the day. And so therefore the signal often has to have a cost. For example, the signal being either the person who reciprocated the person who sent the false signal having not being trusted anymore by myself, and also the believer of the signal, me, going hungry for the rest of the day. So to spot the false culprits, there needs to be a cost for it. And so individuals must create high quality signals and burn their resources, biological resources, to signal that they're actually trustworthy and worth investing in the future, which actually puts them in a more vulnerable spot. So which made early evolutionists not understand why they did it in the first place. So there are two things I'm going to discuss: philanthropy and heroism. So philanthropy could be viewed as costly signaling when people attempt to prove their kindness and trustworthiness through a screen online, and therefore they burn massive amounts of resources, and this could be costly signaling, although the intent is kindness. And research shows, also common sense, that people who are more likely to give in the spare times of goodwill will receive more in times of need and in times of danger, rather than those who didn't, which leads back to reciprocal altruism. And so moreover, people who are observed of being kinder and giving to people are more likely, and giving public contributions such as to the needy and homeless, they're more likely to be trusted by those around them and respected in social circles. Moreover, signals their kindness and prestige, and the prestige being through they have more resources backing them, and they have more to give than they need, and it signals against their own selfish desires and their ability to manage those. So risk-taking could also be presented as costly signaling when often young men, are more likely to take brave risks in order to impress family, friends, and the opposite sex. And evolutionarily, this made a lot of sense, because risk-taking meant that young men were able to prove that their dangers and ordeals meant, like, they were able to prove that they're able to take a risk and survive it. And oftentimes that risk that could be life-threatening, if they were able to survive it, it pointed them out as special and special. So surviving the risky and dangerous ordeals meant cementing a man's status and bravery within his social circle for a long time. Moreover, it was rewarded with attention and praise from social circles. So this proved as a surefire way to receive resources, favors, trust, and respect. Yeah, that's my costly signaling. I have like a paragraph that I didn't talk about, but bruh, this is tough. And this was really nice. This is something everyone should do. I researched for 30 minutes, and I did read from some of my notes because I didn't memorize all of it, and I spoke for 5 minutes. It's a great exercise, genuinely. It helps you keep information, it keeps your brain fresh, it stops you from doom scrolling at least. It's just a great way to test your brain, and I'm really glad I did this. My piece that I did was on my OC. Helen, and she's supposed to be from my upcoming manga, and it was really fun making her, I guess. It was actually an old piece, but this is something everyone should try. I'm gonna do more of these and keep this as a series, since it's pretty quick. You don't have to worry about it that much, and it's just quick. So yeah, thanks for watching. Ciao.